everybody, thank you so much for coming. So this is going to be a yoga class for people during this holiday season that are struggling with loneliness, who don't have family. So yeah, so bring your mat and let's begin. So come and lay down on your back here. And just take a nice deep breath in. Place your palms forward. Just let your head relax. Let your body fall down. Maybe do a complete body scan. Notice any areas that need a little love. Maybe place your hand on your heart. Soften your jaw. And go ahead and just take a moment to get centered with yourself. Let's place your intention for this practice. And you can set the intention or an affirmation such as, I am always with the universe and the universe is always supporting me. I have a numerous amount of community. So just take a moment to sit still with yourself. And on your final inhale, give yourself a nice deep stretch here. And exhale it out. Slowly draw your hands to your sides and place your feet on the mat, hip width distance, and just go ahead and slowly draw your pelvis up, tuck your tailbone to your spine. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, release it back down. Inhale as you come up, just warming up the spine. Exhale, release. Go ahead and take your nice hands behind and interlace them and come to the right side of your mat here, opening up that side body. And then go ahead and draw yourself to the left side. Take another inhale and go ahead and draw your legs to your chest here. Massage your lower back. Nice big hug. This is a subliminal that I'm playing in the background. So I will post that in the bottom section. Go ahead and send one left leg out. Keep your head up and your chest towards your knee. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, release opposite side. And then go ahead and draw your legs, open up, keep your hands and feet lifted off the mat here. And then go ahead and come up into a high boat. Kind of get your glutes engaged, extend your toes. And then go ahead and reach up and then slowly go reach down nice and slow. Exhale, release, drawing yourself all the way down to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take another inhale, up for boat. And you can take a couple little pulses here. Nice and slow. If you want to come up a little further, come onto your sit bones, your tailbone. And go ahead and release yourself all the way back down. Exhale. And inhale. Nice deep breath in. One more time. Inhale as you come up. Engage your core. Maybe lower yourself back down just a little to find some core, strengthening that core for your back. If you want your back strong, core and back are connected, so it's important to do both. Exhale, release. Good job. Slowly come up and send yourself into a nice reverse plank. Dip your hips, press them on the mat, Place your hands behind you and slowly lift your hips all the way up, drawing your head all the way back, and let your shoulders also fall down here. If you have position with your wrists, you can choose to try and do your elbows. Go ahead and see if you can lift yourself up, get a nice straight line. And then go ahead and dip to the right side, and then to the left. Opposite side. Finding some motion in that lower back. Keeping yourself into a reverse plank still as you draw your sides to the opposite side. Finding a little motion. Take a nice deep inhale. Come onto your sit bones here. Nice and tall. Inhale. Drawing your hands, interlace them, and just go ahead and fall forward. Extend your feet towards you. Forward fold. Inhale as you come up, get a half back. From here, go ahead and lift your arms one more time. Inhale, come to one side. Look over your shoulder. Place your left hand on your knee. Opposite side, inhale. Finding that peace of mind within yourself. If you are alone on this holidays, it's great to connect with yourself. It gives you that chance to find out where you're at and check in. Go ahead and draw your hands all the way up, interlace them if you choose, and then go ahead and fall forward, extend, seated forward fold. Maybe you can massage your feet here. Give them a little press on the back of the heel and the posterior tibula. Some areas that kind of they get neglected. Giving yourself that love as you inhale. Take a nice deep breath in. And then slowly, let's draw our legs. It's coming into a nice flat back here. Take a nice deep inhale, drawing your right leg out, kick it out here. And then draw it back in. Go ahead and tuck your toe, draw your left, exhale. Push it out. Take a nice deep inhale, sending yourself up into a nice downward facing dog. Exhale. You can elephant it out, walk your feet out. You can keep your chest a little towards the mat, maybe bend your elbows. If it's the morning and you're just waking up and you are trying to get your body going, this is also another great way to start your day. Bending your knees and then sending them back with your heels. Sending your heels up, sending them down, and then just take a nice little frog squat. Inhale as you come up, pushing your weight forward, keeping your heels off the mat here. And then extend your feet, pressing your heels on the mat, coming into a nice frog. Go ahead and walk yourself forward, coming into a high plank. And then upward facing dog. Maybe move your hips from side to side here. And then maybe let your left and your right leg find a little motion. Go ahead and send yourself to a nice child's pose. Exhale anything that doesn't serve you. Inhale as you come up. Sorry, I'm a little hot. I got the fake fireplace going. Inhale as you come up. Draw yourself back into a nice downward facing dog. Exhale. Draw your shoulders down. Bend your elbows just a little bit. Keep your fingers nice and wide. Hips are squared. Hand to heel. See if you can look through the back of your mat here. Realign yourself, your breath. Maybe drop your hips just a little. Go ahead and walk your hands all the way up, coming into, I would definitely come into a goddess pose. So hips are hip width distance. Sorry, I'll show you this way. It's a little hot. Hips are hips width distance. And look from side to side here. And then go ahead and send yourself all the way. Keep your feet planted where they are and send yourself all the way to the right side. Go ahead and send yourself to the left. And then draw your right arm up. Place your hand on the back of your lower back. Take a nice deep inhale, opposite side. And slowly rotate your body. Coming into a warrior one. Go ahead and draw your knee all the way down. Keep your foot arched to the side. Take a nice deep inhale. You want to take a nice curve in your back. Inhale, your arms interlace with your fingers. Make sure your knee doesn't go over your toe. Go ahead and send your left arm all the way back. Take your right arm up. Inhale. Drawing your hands together. Slowly come forward. Interlace your hands behind your back. And then slowly inhale as you come up. Drawing your hands up and in. Sink yourself a little deeper into that hip. If you want to come forward, go ahead and do that. Release your hands. Draw yourself into a high lunge. Go ahead and send your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Keep your fingers nice and wide here. Go ahead and send your left leg up if you want to do that. And then coming into your opposite warrior one. Inhale as you come up. Keep your foot on the side angle. Find your balance. Remember, you can always go back to your intention, your affirmation. Get your arms a little further back if you can in that arch. Coming into a cactus. And go ahead and release or interlace your hands behind your back. Fall forward over your thigh. Exhale. Inhale as you come up nice and slow. One more time. Inhale, drawing your hands together. Sink deeper into that hip. And then slowly put your hands on the mat. Coming into your opposite high lunge. Sending your right foot towards you, forward fold. Take a nice deep inhale, half forward fold. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your back flat. Take a nice deep inhale as you bend your knees here. Utkatanasana chair. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale as you slowly come up. Legs together. Feel that arch. Curve your back. And then slowly come into your cactus. Take a nice deep inhale. And then rotate from the right. And then to the left. Go ahead and send your right hand onto your lower back. Lift your left side. Take a nice back bend here. Send your pelvis forward. Opposite side. Placing your hand on the back, your lower back. Take a nice deep inhale. Forward fold. Up and over your pelvis. Inhale, half forward fold. Go ahead and square your hips here. Come down and grab your yogi toe. Let your hips sway and let your head be heavy here. You can ragdoll it out. Maybe move to the right, move to the left. Maybe your back is stiff. Go ahead and sink your hips all the way down into a malasana, drawing your elbows away with your knees. Maybe looking from side to side. As you inhale, come up. Nice and slow. Go ahead and take your right leg and draw it up to your chest. Give it a nice tug as you inhale. Exhale, release it out. Inhale as you draw your left leg. Squeeze your leg up to your chest. And exhale, good job. Go ahead and send yourself all the way down. Sit bones come away and back. Interlace your hands together here and let them fall forward. You can sink your legs. You're bending your knees. Drawing your arms away from you. Good job. Go ahead and take your left foot back, right foot back. Chaturanga here. You can come down all the way to your mat. Inhale as you come up, upward facing dog. Pressing your toenails on the mat here, moving from side to side. Go ahead and send yourself as you exhale, downward facing dog. Feel your heels rooted down in the back of the mat. Keep your fingers and feet in alignment. Take a count of 4 breaths. If you can, come onto your fingertips. Go ahead and send your knees all the way down, coming in, drawing your hands in front of you, knees on the mat. Just slowly come back into a nice child's pose for a minute. And then inhale as you come up, upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale as you come up one more time. This is great for finding some spinal movement, some flow in your spine. Just follow along with me. You can lift your left foot and your right foot. somatic movements, little tiny movements. And then go ahead and send your sit bones. You can move them from to the left and to the right. And then slowly come back into your child's pose for one last time. And then send your hands up into a prayer position into your third eye. Maybe close your eyes here. Take a moment to connect with your breath. Maybe it's been a hustle and a bustle for Christmas. And you just need to take a break from the holidays. Or you're feeling even lonely around your family. Or just the feeling of void. So just sync with yourself here. Inhale as you come up. Go ahead and come onto your seated pose. And take a nice deep inhale. And close your eyes here. And then just slowly take some nice neck rolls all the way to the right and all the way to the left. And then try to see if you can get your left shoulder down and bring your right shoulder up. And then draw your elbows and see if you could take some nice elbow circles. You can go slower. And then go ahead and take your right arm and then grab it with your left. Give it a nice stretch. Maybe look over to the side. And go ahead and release that. Grabbing your opposite side, you can take your elbow and send your arms all the way up as you inhale. Go ahead and draw your hand to your elbow here. Open up that armpit. Take a nice deep breath in. Come to the right side. Inhale to center. Grabbing your right arm or your wrist and then giving yourself a nice little pull to the left. Go ahead and grab your opposite side of your elbow, opening up that armpit. Take a nice deep inhale. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back. Draw your heart. Let your heart shine here. Find some motion in your ribs, in your diaphragm. Feel the oxygen coming through your stomach to your lungs. Just focusing on your breath. Finding that small movement. Keeping your hips grounded. And then send your right arm over to the one side. And exhale. Opposite side to the left. Take a nice deep inhale. And from here, we're going to go ahead and send ourselves into a nice happy baby quickly here. So draw your left leg towards you and your right leg towards you. We're going to go back to where we started. Massage the lower back. Let yourself get more oxygen to the brain. Maybe you bought the wrong gifts. Maybe it's not what it's expected to be. We're trying to find Christmas spirit every day, right? So, full of joy. Anyway, get your hands, place them behind your feet here, if you can, or onto your, and go ahead and send yourself into a happy baby. Opening up the hips. Sometimes we don't stretch enough and our emotions lie in our hips, so that's why, we can put the weight on. And things need to get released. And go ahead and rock from side to side. The rocking seems to be the theme, but I am not going to label it rocking. Yoga. Go ahead and draw your knees to your chest and then rock. And Go ahead and send your sit bones all the way down and rock those. And then send yourself into Shavasana here on your mat. Let yourself sink. Take a nice deep inhale. Go ahead and give yourself a nice big hug. And send your feet, your heels together and your feet together while you're in hug position for this time period. If you have no one to hug, if you have no critters or animals, this is a great way to connect with yourself by giving yourself a nice deep oxytocin. So giving yourself that hug that you can't get from other people, even from a cash register person. Yeah, so just let yourself sink a little deeper into the mat here. You're in Supakhanasana, and just be still. Maybe do your body scan. Check in with your breath. Maybe this was a yoga video you found to just connect with your body and your breath. Sometimes it's a wonderful place to take a time out. Go ahead and draw your legs all the way down onto the mat. Let your legs be heavy, feet fall down. Feel your back on the mat. Let your head be heavy. Feel that Mother Earth supporting you and grounding you during this time. If things do seem chaotic, sometimes we need to find our breath again. Go ahead and inhale your breath, exhale it out for 4. Take another moment and thank yourself for doing this practice with me. I appreciate it. Go ahead and release your arms, exhale them back down. Maybe wiggle your fingers, move your legs, and then walk yourself onto the back of the side of your mat here as you slowly come up. And then come into a seated position if you choose. Join your right leg. Now try sit up on your sit bones. And just kind of notice where you're at. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Just take that last moment. If this is all the time you have for today to spend on a mat, I am so grateful you practice. So namaste.